Sorry for the glitch, and now we're continuing again. So we are on verse 13 of the Uddhava Gita in chapter 9. And Sri Krishna is now talking about the spiritual quality of the person who really loves God, who has become now free from the worldly attachment and is more spiritualized his all behavior. So, what are the qualities of a spiritual person? Akinchana. Akinchana is he is free from craving of the worldly objects, and his Danta and Shanta, he has subdued his senses and quietened his mind, Shanta, and Samachetasa, even mindedness. Even mindedness or having the equanimity of the mind is a great spiritual quality. When one treats everything in life without any disturbance and can enjoy the things of the world without, because he's not attached to anything, doesn't avoid anything. So that is samachetasa, samachitta. That quality is a great spiritual advancement. And when one has such quality developed, samachitta has been developed, equanimity, has same sightedness for everything. Such person is Maya Santusta Manasaha. He is of Santusta Manas, is contented. His mind is contented in what? In Maya, in me. He is contented in God. He doesn't seek anything other than God. Worldly things doesn't matter at all. Only God matters, and he is full of joy. That person now, because he seeks nothing but God, and world doesn't disturb him, attract him, doesn't have any aversion for the worldly things, worldly situations. Is totally neutral from the world, and that person is santusta manasa, having mind contented in me, maya santusta manasa, sarva sukha maya disha. That person is filled with bliss on all sides. Sukhamaya disa, sarva, everywhere, everything is full of happiness to that person. Still, it is not Brahmagyana, it is not the Brahmananda, it's all Bhajanananda. Perfected from, detached from the world, mind has become purified, senses has become subdued, and has learned to have the evenness of mind in everything, doesn't differentiate the things, and doesn't have liking or disliking for the things, and is not disturbed, has no craving, because that doesn't have liking or disliking, naturally craving or hatred goes away. And that person is sarva sukhamaya dishamaya disha. So all the quarters of the world become filled with sukha, with happiness. So for that person is inside the bliss. God is there, all is happiness. Outside opens the world, eyes, everything is nothing but the bliss. Because for him there is nothing that is acceptable, nothing that is rejectable. He doesn't reject anything, he doesn't accept anything. He doesn't, is not attached to anything, is not has not aversion for anything. So everything for him is blissful. That is the state of having the divinity. That person has now found the divinity in the world. What Sri Ramakrishna says, when you close the eyes, you see God inside, resplendent and blissful and all filled with joy. And when you open the eyes, God is not there. How can that be? To such person is Sarva Sukhamaya Disaha. Already Uddhava Gita says what Sri Ramakrishna and later on says that for such person চোখ খুললে তিনি, চোখ বন্ধ করলে তিনি আসেন, চোখ খুললে তিনি নেই. When we open the eyes, God is vanished. No, God is same there, same bliss what you got in meditation, same bliss is there when you open meditation. Disturbing thought, this person was good, that person, nothing is troublesome for that person, nothing difficult for that person. Everything is the play of God. Sarva Sukhamaya Disha. All quarters are filled with Sukha. Sukhamaya means full of happiness, full of bliss. That what is the Maya is that? Maya means Anandamaya. Anandamaya means that. Filled with bliss. That's called Anandamaya. Full of bliss. What is full of bliss? Only God can be full of bliss, nothing other than bliss. So, all full of grace, full of bliss, full of compassion. When there is absolutely full of these divine qualities, it is God, it is a divine being. So, whole world is full of that sukha, that bliss. All the quarters are filled. Whole world is full of bliss for that person. Nothing else is there important for that. So beautiful is the world of a spiritual person, of a devotee of God. Let's go to the next verse number 14. When one attains such type of devotion, is full of the love of God, doesn't care for the world and is all dualities, and is not disturbed by the world. Advesta Sarva Bhutanam. So he's totally not worried or disturbed by the world, and he doesn't disturb world. To such person now comes na paramestham na mahendra dhishnyam na sarvabhaumam na rasadhipatyam na yoga siddhi rapunar bhavam va mayyar pitatme chatimad vinayat vinanyat. So neither the position of Brahma, paramesthyam, is paramesthi, is God. So he doesn't have any desire to have the position of Brahma, all powerful Brahma, no Srishti Karta. So doesn't have even that. He sees is lower than the love of God. Na paramestem, na Mahendra Dhishnyam. So what to think about the Mahendra, Indra, having the position of Indra? No, that is also tutsha. The Sarvabhaumam, the highest, after saying Brahma position, Sri Krishna is now gradually bringing the lower. So, because we generally don't think of Brahma position, for few people it might be there. What generally people say, the Sarvabhauma is the ruler of the whole universe, suzerainty. So, the Sarvabhaumam, whole world is under his control. That also is insignificant. Na rasadhipatyam. Rasa means rasatala. That is the nether world. Adhipatyam, ruler of the nether world. So slowly Sri Krishna is grading down the desires of the person. That may be what to talk of the rasadhipatyam. Why will one like to have the rule the whole nether worlds? So that also doesn't matter for that person. Then he brings the worldly thing. Now, yoga siddhi. Now, yoga siddhi means siddhi of the yoga. Raja yoga you practice, then you get the siddhis. You have anima, lagima. You can read the mind of the person. You can become light. You can become mikaya vyuha. You can become many bodies. You can hear one time. You can be same time. You can be in DC. You can be next same moment. You can be in Delhi. Same moment you can be in London, UK. Like that, but for the person who is devoted to God, all things become insignificant. Yoga Siddhi also she doesn't want. And Apunar Bhavam Va, now Apunar Bhavam Va. Punar Bhavam is being reborn. Apunar Bhavam is not having rebirth. That also not having rebirth. Mukti, that also become tutsha for one who loves God. That is, it says. There is one beautiful prayer, even Mahatma Gandhi's prayer that he used to say, Natvaham kamai rajyam, na swargam na punarbhavam. From some Purana, it is, I think, Vishnu Purana or somewhere. Natvaham kamai rajyam, na swargam na punarbhavam. I don't want rajya, that's it, say, no? Sarvabhaumam. I don't want kingdom, to become ruler, king, glorified. Na swargam. I don't want to go to heaven. Na punarbhavam, not even mukti I want. Then what do you want, sir? Kamaye dukhataptanam artinam. So I want the removal of the misery of the people who are suffering. So I want them to be happy, peaceful. Natvaham kamaye rajyam na swargam na punarbhavam kamaye dukhataptanam praninam arti nasanam. I want that arti, that suffering to go. I can stand the suffering. I did seek nothing. I want everybody to be peaceful. I cannot stand when there is suffering in the world, as happened to Buddha. So that's what this here it says. The nothing matters to this person. Mayar pitam Mayarpitatma mecheti mad vinanyat. So, now liberation, the man who has surrendered his mind to me. Mayarpita Atma Ichchati. Mayarpita Atman, the person, what is the person? He has offered himself totally arpita to me. He has offered himself to me, that is surrender fully to me, desires nothing else. Ichchati. What does it desire? Else but me. Mad bina anyat. Other than me, he desires nothing. Only God I want, only Krishna I want, only Ramakrishna I want. I want my Ishta, I want nothing else. I don't know anything. I don't know about Mukti, getting Sri Ramakrishna in my life, seeing his face, being close to him. Alone is my Mukti. There is no other Mukti I seek. That is the stand of a devotee. Doesn't know anything like Sri Ramakrishna. I don't know anything. I know only Mother. And Mother knows what is best for me. Sri Ramakrishna knows what is best for me. And I don't have to bother for this will be good, whether mukti is good, or whether bhakti is good, whether yoga is good, or whether dhyana is good. I don't know anything. I want Sri Ramakrishna. I want Sri Krishna in my life. I want to be with him. He is taking care, and I can see his face, and my mind flows to him, and I am mad in love with my Ishta. Nothing else matters for me. That is the situation that Sri Krishna says when one wants nothing other than me and has completely surrendered to me. Then, for that person, any position, whether in the world or beyond world, even the position of Indra or even the position of Brahma become tucha, negligent, negligible, unimportant, unuseful. God alone, realization of God and bhakti to God alone is the thing that is needed. So that is what Sri Krishna would say about a true devotee to Uddhava. Later on, we'll see that how he says to Uddhava, Uddhava, you are very dear to me. You are dear to me than anything else. Uddhava is even described. You are so dear to me, even you are dear to me than my own self. That is what God loves his devotee. Says, you are dear to me than Brahma, than Balarama, my own brother, then like that, then Lakshmi, then my own self. You are more dear to me, oh Uddhava. He says, he will read that in our next Uddhava Gita class whenever it happens. So that is the love of God for devotee. What the devotee loves God. God loves devotee much more than the God devotee can love God. What power we have, with whatever we little power we have, let us love God with all our heart, all our soul, all our mind, and all our strength. And then God is ready to come to us. He's ready because of not having removing these obstacles of the worldly thing. God is not able to walk. He walks there and he finds you are attached to this thing, attached to that situation. You have so many desires, all they become blocked. Even God cannot cross that. Remove that blocks on the road, all these obstacles from the road of God's approaching you, then God will enter into you. And God's love for you will be revealed, and then your life will be blessed. So that is what Sri Krishna is saying about the glory of bhakti to Uddhava. Uddhava, you are that bhakta. I love you more than anyone. And God loves, Sri Krishna loves, as Sri Krishna loves Uddhava. Similarly, our Ishta, whoever, Mother Kali, Krishna, Rama, Shiva, Ramakrishna, Chaitanya, whoever is our Ishta, he or she also loves us in the same way. Just we need to clear the path for God's love to flow to us. And our life becomes blessed, free, and without all anxieties, worries, and life becomes fulfilled. Santusta, we become Santusta Maya, Santusta. You become satisfied, contented in Sri Ramakrishna. That's what Sri Uddhava Gita will, as we go, will find how he describes the purpose of a devotee and how to attain such bhakti, such devotion, such joy, such ecstasy of love of God. by having our little spiritual practice, remembering God, repeating His name, singing His glory, meditating on His form, and making our life, this human life, blessed. Thank you very much for this. Because of little glitch, there have been some stoppage, and we had to change newly this it restarted our video. I think they will be able to connect later on when they place in the YouTube. So thank you very much for being there. Good night to all of you. And now let's have the closing chat. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu Jananim Saradam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Thank you and good night to everyone.
What is only by